Alright guys, I have before me a 164 die cast painted with, actually it's a Tester's purplicious paint that I'm going to make into this 2011 Matt Kenseth Crown Royal car, and I'm just really excited to make this car. So I probably mentioned this before, but it's just a beautiful metallic paint that's here. I got a little paint imperfection around this wheel well, but after a couple coats of clear sealer, I think it'll be fine. But it's just a nice dark color, and when you apply the decals over top of it, it just looks awesome. So I've cut them all out, as you can see here, and I am ready to pretty much dip them and start applying them onto this car. The cowl on this one is painted black. I got the hood pins and the trunk pins already dotted with the aluminum. I've already painted the spoiler black. Might have to go over it one more time just to make sure I got everything. But this car's ready to go. I used let's see here. There was a deal on eBay a few months back for some 2012 just plain old Lionel cars. No driver specified. It just said Lionel on it. And I'm trying to remember how many I bought. I think I bought like maybe 12 of them, maybe 14 of them. But 2011 and 2012, the cars are pretty much exactly the same, and so I use them interchangeably. This actually was I think it was a Ford. Yeah, actually it does. It's funny, it doesn't say. I'm looking for it back here. It just says NASCAR Goodyear. Yeah, it doesn't actually say Ford. But anyways, that's my donor car, and I am making this as a custom request for Mr. MR, and I'm finally getting to your cars. I apologize for the delay. But yeah, this one's ready to go. Just excited to make this car. One thing I noticed I haven't done yet, and I guess it's not. I'm not going to do it. These side skirts are black, and I haven't painted those yet. So I will do that. But as you can see, when you put this side piece on, it kind of comes down onto it, and you can see how long it is. Look at that. It's just super long. And so I will fold these in, especially here on the front and a little bit here on the back. But yeah, I just love making Kenseth cars. I mean, he's my favorite driver. I love making them, and they're just, yeah, they're just so much excitement in making his cars. And the Crown Royal, I may have said this before, but Crown Royal was where it started for me. I collected his cars from when he started racing. I don't know, I probably started collecting them when I was maybe 2001, 2002, and he won so many races in 2002, and then of course won the championship in 2003, and that's when I just started buying up so many of his die casts. But when 2009 happened and the season ended, and I read the article that DeWalt wasn't gonna, continue to sponsor him, and I'm like, what the heck? How's that happen? I mean, obviously DeWalt had poured a lot of money into, well, I think they're owned by Black & Decker, but whatever. They had poured a lot of money into the sport and into Roush Racing, but they said, hey, we can't sponsor you anymore, whatever, and so Crown Royal came on board for 2010 and 2011, and yeah, so I was at a loss. I didn't know what to do, and that's when I started saying, or looking at, I was watching eBay, and I'd see these customs come up, and I was like, wow, I gotta I got to do something. I want to continue to collect his cars. So lo and behold, I bought a few, and yeah, I've said this before, but I was not very pleased with the customs. I just wasn't. I mean, they weren't, in my opinion, very well done. I bought a car. I bought one of his Smirnoff cars. Again, I probably said this before in my videos. But I bought one of his Smirnoff cars for $80. And I got it, and I was like, what the heck is this? It looks like somebody had taken a marker. And, you know, I had looked at the auction, and I thought the pictures looked okay. But, you know, sometimes it's hard to tell. And, you know, when you're buying a product off eBay, and it's hard to tell exactly what the quality is in pictures. That's kind of why I like to take very good pictures when I list my auctions, because, you know, as a buyer myself, I highly value the pictures, especially on custom work. You got to see what you're buying. So anyways, I remember that Smirnoff car in particular because I'll say I wasted $80 on it, but I did. And that's a lot of money to waste on a custom that I got, and I just wasn't happy with. And I went back and looked at the pictures, and I'm like, yep, this is what I bought. I should have looked a little bit closer, but I was expanding my collection. And long story short, I said, I can make better cars. I'm kind of a detail-oriented person, and even though I had never, you know, made customs before, you know, I said I could do better than this. I mean, I made little models and things like that when I was a kid. And so that's what started me. So Crown Royal cars have a special place in my heart. Crown Royal, especially the purple ones. I mean, I like the black Crown Royal black ones. Those are always fun to make too, because they're just as rare, if not rarer, than the regular Crown Royal cars. But lo and behold, I definitely enjoy doing this. Now, I will say, as I get to this, right, this is a little big. Here, let me show you real quick what I got over here on the computer. Whoops. So that's what I'm shooting after. And you can see the size of the Crown Royal logo here. It's not quite up on the black cowl. Comes down, and the Crown Royal lettering is above the hood pins. You know, all this down here is black. Roof lines are black. But anyways, that's kind of the picture I'm going after. These spikes are coming up here, the yellow spikes. Try to make it look like that as best as I can, because I don't think the decal set's quite like that. But anyways, you can see this hood. And when you come over here, let's see if I can get this back to where it was before. It's too big. It's just too big, right? If I tried to keep it off of the, if I try to keep it off of the cowl, it's way low. So I'm gonna have it up into the cowl a little bit, and yeah, that's just the way it's got to be. So, and one thing on these decals sets, I do notice that, I mean, very few of them actually are smaller than a 164 die-cast. Most of the time, if they're not the exact size, they're bigger, just like this. And I guess that's okay. I mean, it's okay to be a little bit bigger, just because it stands out a little bit more. But I don't know. So let's see. What else do I want to do here? I could put these along the sides. These go along the back, I think. Let's see. Yeah. I can get both of these in here. I see. That is a little long on this corner here. So I'm going to trim this up. Sorry. I'm going to trim this just a little bit. This got wet somehow. Okay. Show you guys what this looks like. One other thing, especially on this decal set, I'll show you what happens on the headlight. So the way the decal set comes, this is all one piece, like this. Okay. And the problem is, I won't go back to the picture on the computer. The problem is this is more angled like this, right? So I've gotten into the habit when the Ford grille is connected to the headlights like this, and it's kind of straight across, I cut it. And then I'll put it on the car like this. There'll be a little bit of a gap here, but the headlights kind of angle back, and this makes it look a little bit more authentic when I put it on the car than if it was like straight across. Because not only is it straight across as one decal, but the curvature of the front of the car, the curvature actually makes it come down and droop down when it really goes back up. So just a little, I won't say trick of the trade, but that's what I've gotten into doing on the 2011s. I think it's the 2011s where they have this Ford grille that is all one piece with the headlights, and it just looks dumb when you try to put it on as one piece. So I'll put that on as three pieces when I get to that. But this will be a 2-video thing, because I will be having to cut this a little short tonight. It's Saturday night, and Saturday night I'm in a Bible study. So we have our men's prayer breakfast in the morning at 7:30. And that was a really great time this morning. I had just a terrific time with some of the guys. And so Saturdays we do the men's prayer group, and then I got hooked up with a guy who is, won't say his name, but he's a former Muslim who has become a Christian, and he has a Bible study on Saturday nights at 7:30. And so it's a Bible study where you call in. He's got a conference line, and you dial into it, and we have a passage of Scripture where we'll read and study and discuss it. And then he does Bible studies on Sundays and Tuesdays with people in Iran and people in Greece and Turkey and also in Germany. He speaks multiple languages. But I'm telling you, that it's awesome. There are, I kind of say this quietly, right? There are a number of people in Iran that are turning from Islam to Jesus very secretively. So, anyways, that's what I'm doing in about 5-6 minutes. So that's why this video is going to be a little short. But we have a great time discussing God's Word. And it's funny, I'm talking about that while I'm making a Crown Royal custom car, because we don't drink alcohol. But those of you that do, please drink responsibly. So, isn't that awesome? Doesn't that look beautiful? I just love the white on the metallic purple. Love that. Love that color. Let's get one of these sides on. And then we'll do the Crown Royal logo. My arm twisted here. That's so cool. That's so cool. You can see how it's long, and these kind of need to tuck a little bit. Alright, let's get this straight. So, looks like the 7, it's a little high. Come down just a little bit. Yeah, it would have made no sense to paint this early, because I'm going to need to paint over top of this yellow area down here just a little bit. So happy Halloween. It is October 31st. And this is one of the few days, actually, I'm going to be posting 2 videos, as I had gotten up early and started working on and finish up those pilots and Flying J's of Michael Annette's. And then installed the front rotors on my daughter's car. She drives a Ford Focus, so it's real easy to work on that car. Everything's nice and straightforward. So installed those. That didn't take too long, so hopefully we did a little test drive and no squeaks, so hopefully that will take care of that. Won't have that problem anymore. And now, back at these customs before the Bible study. So, alright, so this I'm gonna just see. I think this kind of comes like this, right? So this kind of, I want to see if I can get that to line up a little bit. It doesn't look too bad the way it is. I think this is something new. This stretches to this, like so. That looks pretty good. Alright. How's that look to you? Looks pretty cool. Looks cool. Alright, let's put this thing on. See if I can get that there. get that centered. Looks centered. Ah. It was centered until I moved it. Alright, get on there. Let's go. Work with me here. Let's see. It looks pretty good. I think that's close. What do you guys think? I don't want to say purple's my favorite color. When I was growing up, green was my favorite color. Because, you know, I played with army men and all that kind of stuff. You know, just loved green. But I really appreciate purple now. Of course, black and gold, you know, those are my favorite colors, being a Kenseth fan. And, of course, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Pittsburgh Pirates, Pittsburgh Penguins are all black and gold. And I've started watching the Bundesliga. So I'm a Borussia Dortmund fan. For those of you following international soccer, not international soccer, but soccer, football. But purple's pretty sharp too. Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know. That's awesome. I just love making this car. It just looks so sharp to me. The contrast between the purple and the white. And then of course the fact that you can't get it anywhere. You know, you can't buy these Crown Royal cars in this scale. So it's so rare to have that. But Mr. MR, I hope you appreciate this car. You're getting a rare piece. And unfortunately, it looks like this is Matt's last year driving. He's doesn't have a ride for next year. Of course, he didn't have a ride this year until Kyle Larson, you know, got canned. So, but yeah, he's kind of struggling this year, and I don't know exactly what's going on, but he doesn't have a ride next year, and my guess is he's probably done. So getting a piece of history like this, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I hope you like it. I hope you like it when you get it, and it's a nice addition to your collection for sure. Not sure, that seemed to go on a lot easier than the other side. I didn't tuck this front. I trimmed it a little bit more, it looks like. And then, look what I did. What the heck? That's why I should have been grabbing the wheel well, not the side. My fingers are... I was grabbing the side. That was very smart. So, you know, we'll just put that back in the water. Let that sit for a minute. Not the end of the world. Thanks. Okay. Let's put this one back on. don't know. I just really like that car. Did I say that enough already? I'm sorry. Yeah. Appreciate you guys watching, and hope that, again, that those of you that are making these cars and enjoying, watching me make them, and hope that, it's helpful to you as you guys build your customs. And just glad to be of help. Appreciate those that have thanked me for some of the things that I do, and that have helped you guys in your craft. So but yeah, I just highly encourage you guys to aim for the stars. Try to take your time and try to make the best custom that you can make, both for yourself and, if you're thinking of making them and selling them on eBay like I do, or elsewhere, do it. I mean, you guys see some of the auctions that I've had. I mean, they've gone for a lot of money. And for those of you that can continue to improve and make better and better customs, people are going to pay for it. People are going to buy customs that are of the highest quality. And so, I'm trying to improve, trying to learn as much as I can and improve in how I make them. And so, yeah, make the best for yourself and make the best for other people. Make them, like I say, I make them as if they're going into my own personal collection. I don't want, junk in my personal collection. I want things that are going to be, again, of the highest quality that I can make. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, and hope you have a great night. And I'm going to jump onto this Bible study, and we will talk to you in the next video. All right. God bless. Take care.